Hey guys, and welcome back to another part of Deus Ex Revision.
Hello.
So yeah, when we last left off, we literally just finished going around Paris and you know, just messing people's places up, I guess. Being nosy and breaking into people's houses.
Yeah.
I had not wanted to see this place again.
Why not?
I was afraid it would be like this. The same. Not a stone out of place.
You would rather that Majestic 12 had burned it down?
I would rather... No, let's go. Only in novels do places crumble to dust for no reason when their spirit is lost.
Your mother?
Lead the way. I no longer have a key. We must find my mother's secret computer room, where she did all her work, a place she kept hidden, even from me.
I see.
Even from me.
She moves a lot faster as well, by the way, so at least there's that benefit. So if you can see her running now, she doesn't move like one of the other people from the other escort missions, which is really annoying.
A good place to start would be my mom's bedroom, upstairs.
You kinky
My mother
bitch.
and I were no longer speaking at the time of her death.
Kids and parents always fight.
Crazy. I lost my virginity out here. I believe Mom was out conspiring to get me into La Sorbonne at the time.
La Sorbonne?
I don't know.
Why you were getting plowed?
I left home because she and her Illuminati cronies were always pushing me into things. I was a rotten student, but that didn't stop them from getting me enrolled at La Sorbonne. I was a stand-in for the world they never got to take over. Some conspiracy, huh? They couldn't even control little Nicolette. This place sure is quiet. Right to the very end, my mother believed they were going to stitch the group back together and rule the world.
Don't they all?
Pitiful if you think about it. Like a senile old lady filling her house with the unopened boxes from mail-order sweepstakes. But my mother was remarkable in her own way. I overheard her tell Everett one night that she had calculated Majestic 12's private key.
Is that right?
Right here, where I grew up, she was tracking a global conspiracy and trying to do something about it. She had a secret computer room, some kind of monitoring station. I heard her talk about it, but I never found the entrance. Even when we were on bad terms, I continued to deliver money to Silhouette because I knew how important they were to my mother's plans. I also wanted to help Chad. A group like Silhouette has a lot to gain from an alliance with the Illuminati, in the short term. In the long term, well, if my mother had been successful, we would be trying to stop the Illuminati right now instead of Majestic 12.
See, that's what I believe, to be honest. It sounds like Illuminati is just another, you know, fanatic group trying to conspire and take over the world and do their own things and push their own agendas. But how's that any different to Majestic 12?
Well, that's it. These groups are very indistinguishable.
Exactly. And how is that any different to you rebelling against that because they were trying to push their own ideals into you, Nicolette?
Exactly. If it was the other way around, someone would be rebelling against you.
Exactly.
Doing what you're doing now.
Where now?
Well, at least she's stopped expositioning.
Mom and Everett used to sit out here sipping martinis and plotting to take over the world. That's how we all got in this mess.
Sounds like a Bond villain.
Well, when you've got billions and billions of euros, dollars, or whatever the hell the currency is in this day and age, credits, you can kind of just, you know, dick around with your money.
Dull place to grow up, huh?
Sure, I could dick around with money.
Ew.
What? You said the phrase first, so you can shut up.
I know, but it just sounds weird coming from you.
Oh yeah, thanks.
It's alright.
The maid did all of the cooking, but Mom always picked out the wine. She was the only one with a key to the cellar.
In other words, we have to find a key to Mom's place. So yeah, pretty much getting an entrance into this house is very easy. Just going around the back of the house.
Funny, you know, when I was a little girl, I used to play in the dumbwaiter that goes up to Mom's room. Amazing, I didn't break my neck. I'm so glad I moved to the city.
Your meal has arrived. That's just your daughter.
Yum.
Well, you know the French.
I do. Kinda. Not really. So yeah, that dumbwaiter that they were referring to is this thing here, and it takes you up to, I think this is Beth's main bedroom, which, goddamn, it's bigger than my house.
Yeah, my house is tiny as well.
My mom's room. And look, her favorite painting. I can't believe the assassins didn't take it. Oh, the hours she would spend just sitting at that table and staring up at her priceless treasure.
I didn't even unlock it, but apparently you did, so alright.
She got impatient.
Declare basement key added, along with a reload. Dear Nicolette, at some point it may become necessary for you to access my private records, and perhaps to do what you think is best. Given the circumstances of my absence, you must understand how much I care for you, and if I've not always done what might be considered right, I've always done what I thought best for you and the others I've cared about. It is a cold heart that does not have some regrets. Login bdeclare password Nico_angel. This is all I can leave to you. Everything else has already been given. Everything else I have already given, sorry. I love you, my daughter. Okay. You wouldn't say in, you know, a parent usually doesn't say, I love you, my daughter. They would usually say their nickname or something. It's a bit weird writing, but whatever. And I trust you will make me proud. I am only sorry that I am not here to see it, Beth. Yeah, well... Who's your idealist?
Oh Lord!
What?
Stop goofing around!
What?
Oh Lord! Stop goofing around!
Shut up.
You lead.
Oh, maybe I don't want to. Dear Nicolette, if you examine my suspension vault, you'll find an item that I had to pay quite dearly to acquire. The vault code is 1784. I don't know of what use it may be, but many people are quite prepared to kill for it. I originally obtained it for Morgan, and if you find yourself in trouble, he may still be willing to bargain for it. He is a calculating man, not without compassion, but still dangerous. Be careful, my daughter, Beth. So even in Beth's last moments, assuming she knew the end was coming, she was warning Nicolette to be wary of Morgan, the guy who they were sipping martinis and conspiring with each other. That's weird.
Maybe he's discovered the truth about him. Maybe he's not on their side after all.
I know, but
Dunno.
surely you would literally put it into an email or something before the end.
Stop
Maybe.
goofing around. That's not funny. That's not funny.
Oh wow, I think it's
Oh
hilarious.
Lord.
God. Her accent sometimes. How the hell... So... I can't... Shit. So what, was I not supposed to come into this room yet? Because I don't feel as if I can get out now.
I don't think there's any rules on where you can't go.
I just picked up 2 keys. And neither one of them is to this bedroom. Which is weird.
She opened it, didn't she?
Yeah. But the thing is, I know where the key is anyway. Surely there would have been a better... You know, is it the front door? Okay, one of them is the front door. Okay. So, the way to... Okay, this must be Beth's room.
My little prison for 18 years.
There could be worse places, trust me.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Oh my god, will you stop?
That's her catchphrase.
I know.
I swear. If she ever gets a TV show,
Yeah,
that's all
just,
you'll hear
"Oh,
from
Lord."
her. Yeah.
And there'll be like a theme song that goes with it. Oh Lord.
And every time she says it, there's so the laugh track comes on.
William Shakespeare, Richard III. Lord, Lord. Of course it had to start with Lord, Lord.
Richard III, the dude under the car park.
What?
Remember, they found his remains under a car park a few years ago.
Really?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
yeah. I can't remember
I wanted
which car
to be in the
park, but-
city, but I guess
Yeah.
Mom thought it was easier
Richard
to keep
III,
her
not
activities
Shakespeare.
secret in the country.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I can't remember which one, but you know, some cathedral or castle or something like that.
Yeah. Still, it's interesting.
Oh, what else they found about Richard III? I think it's Richard III. Do you know that the story about the king that buried his nephews in the towers and let them starve there, and they just died?
I think so. Which one was
Yeah, they
this?
found out that was true.
Really?
They found the remains there and did a DNA test.
Christ.
Thi-
Which
yeah,
king
I
was
think-
this?
I think it was Richard III. I think it was. It's either a Richard or an Edward.
I know, too many bloody Richards and Edwards, aren't there?
Yeah, I get them mixed up. So I think it was Richard III.
What are you looking for?
On your business there, Chris. Clearly someone doesn't know how to flush a toilet. Christ, got all this money. Can't afford a self-flushing toilet. So this is pretty much where you'd find the key to Beth Declare's... Oh, Nicolette's room, sorry. I don't get it then. How do you find Beth's room? Key.
They've maybe have moved it.
Honestly, I'm confused now. Yeah.
Clonk.
I think my mother kept her
there it
room
is.
key behind a little vase up here.
Ah, so if that hint wasn't, you know, obvious enough, here's the key right there. It's good that the prompt dialogue comes up exactly where you need to look for things. Yeah, at least they're not too subtle about it. There we go.
Well, you'd be there forever otherwise, wouldn't you? So,
That's true. There. Now everything's accessible. So yeah, this part of the mission isn't too long, but we're not going to be finished with just this. And I'm going the wrong way. Because we need to go around the house, and I think Nicolette, after a time, she'll stay here, so you won't have to deal with her anymore.
oh, that's good.
She's not technically an escort mission.
My mom had that couch
Nah,
flown
she
in
just
from
follows you
Portugal.
around. You don't have to get her
Exactly
anywhere.
the same as what she could have bought at La Samaritaine, except that it was once graced by the bottoms of a royal family.
Yeah, that sounds exactly like royal people. What people with too much money would buy.
That's not funny.
Oh, she didn't like that joke. Not as if it was a joke, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
She didn't like what you said.
sorry.
I don't know if this will help, but I used to use that computer whenever I was at home. The last time was just before my mother was killed. The login is Nicolette. The password is Chad.
Interesting. Whoa. Did you just destroy that table?
She just destroyed her own chair by running into it. No wonder your mum hated you.
No? Christ.
It wasn't the political stuff, it was just the fact that you keep destroying the furniture.
See, I can do that too. Well, no, not with these. Actually, yes I can.
Wow, that table's not... No, that table's not happening, mate.
Yes, it bloody will. There
Nah.
we go. Yes, it will.
That table's not...
Dude, I'm gonna destroy this table. Okay, look. There.
Oh god, you've broken it finally.
Damn right I did.
Oh, that was so funny. But it's funny when assets just don't do what's what they're programmed to do.
Yeah, God forbid. That was such a waste of energy, but whatever.
Yeah, you gotta do something with your time.
Bonsai tree. I love these things. Natalie wants one of those.
It's like a tree, but it's small.
No, a bonsai is a type of tree, not the size.
That's what I said. You can have them small, can't you? Though they're commonly small.
No, bonsai trees aren't small.
They are. You can have them in those little pots, can't you?
Yeah, but that's not why they refer to them as bonsai trees.
I know, but typically people like them like that. That's why they're popular. Just the novelty of that you can have them like that.
1 second. Hey guys, sorry about that. Just to do something quickly. Okay, so what I remember, it was the password Nicolette, 2 T's, and the password Chad. Chad Silhouette Business. From Chad to Nicolette. Nicolette, your aid in securing support for Silhouette has been invaluable. You've done much to help sustain the cause of freedom. Excuse me, sorry. Just eating. The cause of freedom in the face of ever more open repression by our own government. Sound familiar? However, I'm afraid that I must ask for your help yet again. The police have begun to raid the catacombs, and if we are able to put up an effective resistance, then we must locate additional resources by whatever means necessary. I know your mother and her friends wish to remain anonymous, but any funds or material that they can contribute will be of enormous help. And even if they cannot, their continued goodwill is still of great importance to us all. Thank you, and I hope to see you again soon. Chad. And
those police work quite fast. You were just there, the catacombs.
I know. I don't know if this was like... The only thing I don't know, and I kind of wish the game built upon, was the dates that these were sent.
I can't see any dates. Well, they're not there.
No, they just don't mean anything. They're just numbers. 8876 8301. I think that's just referring to an email address, which makes no sense. You know, it's just nothing. But they don't have a sent by date or anything like that, or the messages, which I would have liked if they did. Really,
it would have been nice, I have to admit.
Yeah. Your help. From Beth to Nicolette. They need help or they'll be slaughtered by the porks who strut about the streets like they own them. You've helped us once before, and it has meant so much to the cause. Please, Mother, I'm asking you to help us again. You know so many who can't. Huh? Oh, right, no, sorry, it's Beth replying to Nicolette's message that she used. Okay, that was the message that Nicolette sent to Beth.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a reply, RE, so... Sorry, I was just thinking, hang on a minute, why was Beth referring to Nicolette as... Mother? Just then, please, Mother. I'm like, what? Okay.
It's turned into soap opera territory.
Jerry Springer, more like.
Well...
I will do what I can, dear, but the situation is far more complicated than I could think. you may be aware of. My connections within the hay. I think it's the Hayu. It's Hague. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that. And the United Nations indicate that the problem is not limited to France, and many parties are using the Grey Death epidemic as an excuse to exercise their control over national governments. I have to consult with Morgan. We must be careful where we choose to allocate our resources. It is very dangerous. It is a very dangerous time for everyone, Nicolette. And your and your flirtation with this organization could have serious consequences. I am asking you again to be careful. I could not stand it if something happened to you. In the meanwhile, I will do what I can, Beth. Fair enough. So that was just a bit of exposition there, a bit of backstory. Nothing really.
You will find no one to help you here. F2Claire has been dissected and placed in cryonic storage.
Okay.
Is that Icarus again?
Yeah. What's he so
You
obsessed
can tell
about?
because their voices are slightly different.
Just a bit. I can't tell if you can open this. Just make sure. I mean, it looks like get lost. I don't know if this is something you can open.
It looks like it would hide a secret. It's a giant fireplace.
It looks. Look at it. After everything we've seen
old
in this
school
game,
mansion.
this looks so ominous.
Is there something on top of it, like the painting?
Oh, there's a
Or
key.
is that a switch down at the bottom?
There's a key.
Grab the key. Is that a switch on the floor?
Beth's bedroom key. Ah, okay. So there's another.
Sure.
What?
Is that a switch on the floor next to it?
What, this? No, it's one of those PS20s. Which,
right.
what is it now? So it's like a weapon. It does this. It's just a one-time use thing, and that's it.
Fair enough.
I could swear this was something that you could... There's another key on top of the fireplace there that I could have sworn was not there before in the original game. So again, so there's two chances you can find Beth DuClaire's key. But I mean, given that Nicolette said there was one behind the vase upstairs, it's pretty obvious that the intent was for you to find that one. Alright, whatever. No more procrastinating. I am going to find out where... I'm already lost. You know, I've done this game so many times, I still don't know where the hell I'm going sometimes. Gotta find the kitchen. Oh my god, I've just come from this way. And she's just got herself caught. So yeah, the pathfinding, top notch.
Always is.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way again, aren't I? Nope. Yeah, this is the way. So we want to go this way.
In France, the gentry keep their wine in a small cellar to preserve the flavor from heat and sunlight.
Oh hey, welcome back. Yes, hence the name wine cellar.
New every day.
So, yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that there's a floorboard here, as you can tell. I'm sorry, floorboard. A wall. Just turn the candelabra. Oh, sorry.
Yes, it's a fancy word.
Old bunker, built during World War II by the previous owner to hide Jewish families. The Duclairs acquired the property after the Nazis sent him to a camp in Germany. Strange. I'm picking up heavy-duty fiber optic activity down here.
Well, you should.
You're not alone.
What's this? A dungeon?
I don't know. It's your house.
The house is so secretive and expansive, she doesn't know the full extent of it.
I mean, you only lived here for 18 years.
I thought she was like a rebellious girl that would explore. I thought
That's
she
what
would
I
have found
thought.
this shit by now.
Surely you're not exactly giving me the impression that you're a wild cowgirl.
She's trying to act hard in front of Denton, just trying to impress him.
Yeah, that's how it always is. You always
Yeah.
talk tough. Always talk the talk. Anyway, I mean, you can just explode this if you want, which I'm gonna do because no buts. I'm just gonna do it.
Easiest option, eh?
Well, I think you get more dialogue with Beth, so the idea is to do it anyway.
I guess that's fair enough.
Yep. And there's a security terminal here, but I don't see the point in that, given that, you know, nothing's hostile.
Some kind of giant routing station. Not on any telecom map I've ever seen.
It's just for world building.
Petabytes of transmission. Beth Duclair's probably used it to analyze net traffic.
Gee, you don't say.
Oh my god.
Can you just let me figure it out myself, please? Tracy Tonk.
That's his sister.
Or is himself if he was, you know, ever wanted to change. You know,
It's him.
change his
in
gender.
drag.
I had no
on Saturday
idea.
night. That's what it is.
That's an interesting thought. If you call yourself transgender, if you swap from a male to female, if you're biologically started out as a male and then you change back,
Yeah.
does that mean you're a transformer?
I don't know.
Get it?
Detransition, they call. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, a transformer.
Transform.
Yeah.
That's what the word trans means anyway. It means to change,
Yeah.
to cross over as well. That's what they say, like, you know, transatlantic and things like that.
Yeah. We said something about the passcode for this. Yeah, 1784.
1784.
That is the... Which one's that? Spy drone. I don't... Oh, excuse me. No, we've got that maxed out.
Cool.
So we don't need to mess around with that. I'm not entirely sure what I want to use now. Well, just whatever at this point. Everything's just, you know, we've got everything we wanted to max it out, so it doesn't matter. Okay, what was the password? No, not Nicolette. It's B Duclair Nico Angel. B Duclair Nico Angel. Transmit Morgan Everett meeting signal. I'm guessing that's what we need to do. Check the emails. Final message. Morgan Everett to Beth Duclair. Cipher block. This will be our last communication over the net. The so-called Aquinas protocols. Aquinas protocols that my old protege and MJ12 have implemented are crude, but effective. Much like my protege, all future meetings will need to occur face-to-face at a secure location. To expedite matters, I will deliver you a tear sheet chip. It will contain 20 codes and their corresponding keys. Each code and key pair can be used once and then it will be permanently erased. Each code will be tagged to one of our previously agreed upon meeting locations and times. If one or the other of us should need to get in touch, send a message using one of the codes. The content of the message is irrelevant, only the code used to encrypt it. It shouldn't need to point out that any attempt... I shouldn't need to point out at any attempt to tamper with the chip once it has been installed will result in it being rendered useless. Best of luck to you and us all. Morgman.
So you found Beth's computer. We are destined to meet, perhaps. If you are truly our ally, you will help me access the MJ-12 computer network and complete the Grey Death vaccine. Find Nicolette. You will need her key in order to exit through the crypt. I will be directing you to a nearby cathedral.
What is it?
A transmission from Morgan Everett. He wants me to go out the back way through the crypt to a nearby cathedral.
The Cathedral of the Knights Templar?
He didn't say. I'm supposed to access the Majestic 12 computer network.
Yes, Majestic 12 controls the place now. They kill the Knights for their gold reserves. Everett must want you to sneak to that part of town through the sewers that connect to our property.
I thought the Templars vanished centuries ago.
They invented the modern banking system and were its directors, under one name or another, until Majestic 12 took over.
He said you had a key.
Yes, here it is. The crypt is in the maze behind the chateau. Listen to Everett. He is right to want to avenge the Templars.
But your mother just warned you about him in emails. Were you not paying attention?
Of course it's got the Templars in it. It's got like all of the organisations, hasn't it? Like all of them.
Yeah.
Secret or otherwise. Fucking hell, this game.
I know. Really likes to shoehorn every excuse of conspiracies in it, doesn't it?
I know, it's just gone ham on all of the organisations you could possibly think
This is
of.
where it gets a little bit contrived. I thought, okay, the Knights Templar, really?
Yeah.
I mean, you had me at, like, you know, the banking, the real world, possible conspirators and everything, and all this jazz. But, come on, Knights Templar now?
I know, yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. Suppose you just want to mix every mythology into this as well. Or I say mythology, conspiracy.
Yeah.
The two
All of
different
them.
things.
They're all involved.
So I think this is where we leave Nicolette, really. She's just going to tell us she's going to stay here.
I shall stay here in the French mansion. That totally wasn't a French accent.
Oh, crap. I went the wrong way. I'm just gonna bunny hop to where I need to go then. So I've unlocked your house for you, Nicolette. Feel free to, you know, use it in any which way you're meant to.
Do as you will.
Exit the Duclair estate through the crypt at the end of the maze. The system I need you to access is inside a cathedral that belonged to the Knights Templar until MJ-12 slaughtered the Knights for the gold reserves.
I'm going to stay to go through some of my mother's things. Good luck. Everett will be a powerful ally, but you can be certain that he will have his own agenda.
See, right there, you've just said his own agenda, so it's essentially saying I shouldn't trust him fully.
They've all, yeah, you shouldn't trust anyone fully, really. they've all
Good luck.
all got their
Personal agenda.
Good luck.
personal agenda.
Alright, well, he's possibly right to want to avenge the death of the Knights Templar, I guess, but in what cost?
Well, you know.
Right, now this is occupied by soldiers.
Look out, JC, I'm picking up heat signatures in the sewers. I think somebody's expecting you.
Okay, stop talking to me. Thank you, let me save it. Because whenever they talk, they don't let me...
And that you do shit.
Yep. I'm not going to go through anything until they let me save it, essentially, so...
Yeah.
Don't turn this way, don't turn this way. Crap. Stuck. Thank God for dark shadows. Was that all of them? Nah, surely there was one more. Just save it quickly. No? Really? Could have
Guess not.
sworn there was at least another one. No, fair enough. 150. Oh crap.
Try to ignore the smell. This sewer connects to a street near the cathedral. Not too far from here.
Trust me, Tong. This isn't the first time I've been crawling around sewers, let me tell you. I should get a gold medal for the amount of dedication I've gone through with sewers.
Looks like a false reading. Readings all over the scale. What's the deal?
Alright, Seinfeld, alright.
Really? That's what made you think of that? What's the deal?
What's the deal?
You know, no, it's not. Do you know what reminds me of that is, you know how he always starts his jokes with that?
Yeah.
You know how this and that and this.
Yeah. Have you just died?
No. Wait, what? Okay. Just TP'd me here. A random crowbar. That's a weird transition.
You're going the right way. I primarily need you to establish an uplink from the MJ12 network, but I also have uses for that gold. When you locate it, I will send someone to recover it. Prepare to receive a map of the cathedral.
Right. Although I don't trust you, Morgan, I don't certainly want the gold to be left in MJ12's hands, so yeah, I'm gonna help you with that. Just about. Okay, so that's a locked gate, but it does have a key. Nope. There's a bit of wood blocking there. I'm wondering if I can use the no. No. God damn it. What do you mean I already have enough of this type of ammo? Oh yeah, you gotta. Yeah, it's at this point of the game. I might have a hard time figuring out exactly where everything is. So, if in case I miss a couple of secrets that's been implemented in the game, or just some new environments that they've obviously added in this version, you know, try not to bite my head off too much.
I can't remember everything.
No, I mean, it's just one of those, like, your brain picks and chooses, doesn't it, what you prefer to remember.
Yeah.
Really, because it depends on which parts are your favourite, and to me, what I love about this game is mainly the city areas, how much they've extended it, and how much it's, like, if you compare this to the original vanilla, it makes so much sense the way they've done it that you can't go back. Okay, so
wait, what am I?
Yes. So again, these are more streets that are occupied by MJ12, but this area you can't exactly go around.
Sonics are spiking. I'll do a check.
Will you now? You keep saying that.
Yeah.
But you just stand there.
Okay. I shall. I like slopes like this. Reminds me of Italy. be honest, I don't like Italy, so not much consolation really. The conversation went nowhere. It's kind of weird how sometimes those drones contain about 50 or 75 XP, and then some of them, the others, they contain about like only what 25 when you disable them.
Yeah.
It's just so weird.
Maybe it depends on where they are.
I don't know. The game just does what it wants.
Do what I want. You can't tell me what to do.
I do what I want.
Yeah.
Keep going past the metro station. The cathedral is to the south. Transmitting a photograph.
Thanks? I thought you were gone, Daedalus.
No, Daedalus is like your best friend now.
Christ. That's one cryptic photo you've sent me.
Is that meant to be a map?
I think so. Well, these are the... I have no idea. I'm assuming this is the whole area. No, it's not. I'm sorry. This is the bunker area.
You still in France?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you haven't met Jock yet, have you?
Who's
Idiot.
Jock?
Not Jock. The helicopter dude.
Jock?
Jock, there.
Yeah.
What I said,
yeah. Yeah, sorry. I thought you said Jacques.
Oh.
I was
Isn't
like,
that just the French Jock?
Probably. Okay, so this is the cathedral. I think it is. I
thought the other one was the cathedral.
I actually don't know.
Well, it says oh no, it says cathedral, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
cathedral.
telling you where the cathedral is in the city, but the second map is the cathedral.
No idea why this photo was sent to me like this. Can't remember now. Oh well. What would I know? Disable all
He
the
seems to
bots.
have you on speed dial, so you might as well just phone him up and ask.
See, now that
I
gave
did.
me 75. I don't get it. It's so inconsistent. So we need to go down there at some point. But I'm afraid not for a while. And...
Hear that? I think we've got a bogey.
Himself again.
I don't know. Nope. That's one weird ass turret. And if you try to break in that, you will be shot by that. It'll automatically just be a laser alarm detection, sorry.
Yeah.
There are multiple ways to get into the sewer. Well, to the area, but we're not gonna... I'm not entirely sure where I want to go now.
Did anybody else hear something?
Everybody else heard everything. Okay, that robot's not seeing me, thankfully.
What a shit robot.
I don't know. Okay, this one's unlocked. So, no way to go through that without breaking the beams. So, I'm not entirely sure. Ah! Yeah, you need to do this.
Go through the vents again. Oh no.
No.
That looked like a vent. I was gonna say I'm
Not
sick
quite.
of vents.
Not quite. So we just, you pretty much just, yeah, use the multi-tools on that. This, you know, gets rid of one set of beams, I think. Maybe not both of them, but I don't know. Anyway, we're going up here because this is where the control panels are for all the cameras around the area, which obviously we want to get rid of. Because they're gay. Nothing against gays.
definitely somebody.
No, it's not.
You're just imagining things, man.
Yeah,
Chill
false
out.
alarm, I guess.
Why do you always have to ruin it for everybody? Just stand there and take a look at man. Okay, no one saw you. Right. Again, I can't remember much about the vanilla version, but I just know, I think this has been extended as well. This whole building area. Maybe, I don't know. Damn.
Hot diggity.
Are you Quagmire now? Change behavior bots. Okay, we don't actually want to do that because again, this is a non-lethal run through. Although to be fair, crap. Although to be fair, even if we change the bots to make them kill other people, it still, for some reason, counts as you non-lethally killing people. I mean, sorry, it doesn't blame you for those kills, even though that's technically your fault.
Yeah, they wouldn't have died otherwise.
Yeah.
No.
Which is kind of weird. But, you know, whatever. I mean, I want to... The thing is, I like disabling the bots because they're worth XP. And if you disable the bots when... Is that camera not on? That is weird. Did I turn these cameras off then? I'm confused now.
I don't think you did. Did you?
I don't know. I'm losing my mind now. I thought, hang on a minute. Why are they? Yeah, see, look at them. They're all off. When did they go off? I'm actually
Maybe you
confused
did.
now.
Maybe they're already off. Because I've noticed that with some panels, you look at a panel and they're already off.
Yeah, but it's sometimes usually a panel... Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, panels can sometimes control the same amount of cameras. But I don't remember seeing a panel at all in this area to
Maybe
turn
it's
off the
just
cameras.
off by default.
Yeah, but that's why. But then why?
I don't know. 'Cause I swear I've seen that before, where they're just off by default.
Yeah, I know.
I
But
can't
that's
claim
just
to make
weird.
sense-
It's freaking-
Exactly. I can't claim to make sense of it, but I think that's what I've been seeing.
So yeah, what I was saying about it, because that these robots are hostile. The camera's just not on. I don't know why. If I was to... Oh, please tell me he's not looking at me. Please tell me. I actually don't like this. You will ruin my day. Okay, trying to finish what I'm saying. If you disable the bots whilst they are friendly, if they're green, then you get points deducted for some reason. I don't know why that is, it's just, that's the way it is.
Thinks
Oh,
you're a friend,
damn.
I guess.
When the hell did I get 9,000 points? Oh,
Nice.
wow, okay, I've definitely been neglecting my skills.
Gonna spend that shit now.
I find myself using more lockpicks than I do electronics, I think. So yeah,
I've noticed you've been getting out them lockpicks a lot.
yep, so I may as well master that.
Master it with quadruple 6. It does say 6, doesn't it?
Sorry?
It does say 6, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
then the
'cause I
rest are
can't really
zeros.
read it.
So what they'll actually cover now is lockpick strength 80%. Any more, then you would need to use another one, but this can actually cover up to 80%. So it says 50% currently. So yeah, just says one lockpick, easy.
Sweet.
I've got no problem using it. No point being cheap. I always seem to find more lockpicks than I do use them. So
Yep. If there was a weight system, you'd be fucking buggered.
Someone's there. I can hear you.
yeah, that's a bit of a
Yeah, I
cheap
can
tactic that you
hear
can
you.
have. Just sort of run towards them in a fashion where you'll be able to get their attention. So, as you can see, there's a canal here. You can actually use it. And as far as I know, there is a bit of an XP boost. Exploration bonus. No.
Yeah, they would have hidden something down there.
Oh, God damn it, get up! There you go. I actually forgot how you get here. So I'm just gonna do a bit of exploring now, just to see if I can remember how I got here in the first place. Because I do remember using this. And I just want to make sure how it's being used now. Just for any future people who want to play this. Ah. Christ, where am I? Okay. Ah. Okay. Yeah, so what I was looking at earlier is an access point towards the sewers. And there you have it. You only get 50 points, but again, that only triggers if you're at the start of that area. You know, to which is like, alright, fine. I'm gonna be like that. So, yeah. You alright? You going for the what?
To watch how they destroy.
You're going to watch how they destroy Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker. I'm just giving context for people who are listening on this. So have a good time, and you know, just remember I told you so. That's all I can say.
I know. My expected server is wrong, but I need to see.
I know. I'm dedicated to it. I'll give you that.
Ah, is she disappointed about the Star Wars direction, is she?
Oh, she's like everybody else, a huge fan of them, and
Yeah.
it's more disappointing and crushing to them. But she will still see them in dedication because it's like it's a thing for her and her son to do, which is you know, it's cool. It's like a, you know, it's a thing that they, you know, I can't remember. It's like not nostalgia. It's like a thing that you do together.
Bit of a tradition.
A tradition. There you
Family
go.
tradition,
Yeah,
yeah.
family tradition. That's exactly it. Can't remember.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah, I never got into
Whoa.
Star Wars.
Okay.
It doesn't gel with me.
Neither me. I mean, I did like Attack of the Clones and the Revenge of the Sith, but those are the only two I cared about. Ooh, yes. 100 free.
Yeah, I was never keen on it. I remember like the one time I was at Slimelight,
Ugh.
and they were showing the second film.
MJ12 has
I
the
forgot
cathedral
what it's
locked
called
down.
now.
If you
No, it
can't
wasn't
get
the second
through one
film.
of the doors, you will have to find
It
another
was the one with
way.
all the Ewoks in it.
I'm not sure where the computer system is located.
I have no idea. I think that might have been Revenge of the Sith then. But
Yeah.
again, I'm not the expert. If I'm butchering this for any Star Wars fans, do not hold us accountable for any of that.
Yeah,
You're talking to, you know, noob fans here at best.
I wouldn't even call myself a fan.
Well, exactly. I wouldn't say a fan either.
It's one of,
I'd
it's
be
one of
an
those,
embarrassment to any fandoms.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I just
Hello?
sort of sat down.
Whoever's out
Return
there
of
is
the
in
Jedi,
serious
that's
trouble.
it.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, all the fucking Ewoks in, that's it. Yeah, I was sitting there just watching it, watched the whole damn thing. Because it was a night when my blood sugar was a bit funny.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
And
I saw a bit of that now that I think about it, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I can't be asked to dance at the moment. I feel a bit knackered, so I just sort of sat
You
down
rarely
and
dance
watched
in
it.
general?
Huh?
You rarely dance in general, to be honest.
Yeah, well,
Okay, please don't spot me. Because these guys can spot you in the dark. Whew, okay. Yeah, so as you can see, very nice. I mean, do you know what? That night sky with that cathedral, this shot here, just totally depicts something that's very demonic and doomish. In a sense. In a way. I don't know why, it just does. So it's pretty cool. You should screenshot that.
looks like a painting. Well, you can screen grab it off your recording, can't you?
Possibly, but you know, I don't care. By the
Yeah.
way, I've never been to this direction before. Like the whole
Well,
whole area.
time to see what's there then.
It's just gonna let me swim? Alright then, it's just gonna let me swim all the way. I mean, you know, definite realism here.
Yeah, a whole
oh
load of
god,
nothing.
yeah, and just the amount of assets. Because if you know, if you manage to catch all the assets
Pardon me?
in the frame, it definitely slows the game down.
That's why the water's so barren.
Hmm. I mean, this is an old version of Unreal, so they didn't really have time, I think back then, to compress all the assets. Yeah, it's an Unreal game.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think it was made with Unreal 1 or Unreal 2.
I can kind of see it now.
Aha! A trellis. You could climb onto the roof and avoid the security. Never depend upon weapons and high tech when there is a simpler solution at hand.
Yeah, thanks.
Just let Denton figure out his own way in. I like how they didn't give him a unique knockout sound, considering he's the one that's got the robot helmet.
Yeah. It'd be like hitting a metal stick on a metal tin can or something.
Well, I meant like his voice. Like, it's not robotic when he goes, woo.
Oh, I follow you, yeah.
Can you imagine how funny that would sound?
So there you find a, you know, a recoil mod. Not recoil, sorry, extended clip. Or I don't even know at this point, to be honest, I don't care. I want to try and find all the MG12 soldiers around here first, though, because they will be a problem. So we can't actually go through these cathedral doors yet. Everywhere's locked. So what we want to try and do is peripherally make sure the guards are done. I'm not convinced he won't turn around.
Hello? Whoever's out there is in serious trouble.
Oh no. Anyway. So what? Tracer tongue. What the hell? Did I alert someone just now? Oh god. I don't know if it was inside there though.
Hear that? I think we got a bogey.
Yeah. They must have been inside. Never mind.
He's having a shit game of golf.
Nothing. I really have to get my sonics checked.
Yeah, you do. Whoa.
Really gonna get my sonics checked, man.
I don't get it. Why do I feel like someone's watching me?
Are you Rockwell now?
Who's Rockwell?
Oh, you ever heard that 80s song?
Probably not.
It always. Oh, what's the lyrics now?
You don't.
I'm not gonna fucking sing it.
Uh oh.
My new satellite link has both infrared and the X-ray spectrum. I see your heart beating. I see you are afraid.
Ew.
Thing is about heartbeats is that they're necessary for life.
Yeah.
So
see,
shut the fuck up, Herman.
It doesn't really determine whether or not you're afraid. That.
Yeah, maybe you've just been exercising. Eh? Do you think about that?
Good library, worth its weight in gold.
I'm sure it is. Cathedral main doors. Okay, I'm not gonna bother I'll just quickly view these, and you guys can pause the video if you want. Read them in your leisure. So, what else are we gonna do now? We're gonna go. Okay. Don't look this way. Yep. Just suspend yourself from the floor.
You know, why not?
Yes, you do.
Shh. Wait for him to move again.
What I'm hoping is that no one else heard that.
I've got a bogey, no ID.
Do not give Everett access to our systems. His only objective is power.
My mistake.
You are being manipulated.
Whatever.
Jeez. No one can agree with anything. This sounds exactly like it was in Parliament. Did you just send me something?
Yeah, I did. You can check it out after the stream.
Yeah. Damn it.
Who's there?
Probably don't need to use this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't need to use it. Don't fall down. Oh. God, wasted more energy than I liked. Two for the price of one. I'm gonna need this because Gunther is around here somewhere. You will have to do battle with him. It's unavoidable.
Do battle.
But
Yeah, he's
from what I told you earlier about Jaime Reyes, because we chose the dialogue where he joins us in Hong Kong, he now doesn't have access to Gunther's systems, which means he can't give us his kill phrase. Which is kind of the point. Yeah, I was wondering when I was getting a multi-toolkit.
I need to rest my feet.
You should go back to the barracks.
What are they thinking? 8 straight hours of walking around a vacant cathedral? What's the point of that?
They think he contacted Everett. He'll probably target the computer room.
We should just smash that thing to pieces and all get a good night's sleep.
Then there's the gold. The Illuminati are the only other organization that knows it exists.
Yeah, like they could move 40 tons of gold out of here without being seen. Right.
Now, all the same, we don't know what they have planned.
Hello, Monsieur French Chef.
What do you want?
Know where I can find a computer terminal in this building?
You're in the wrong place. If I am to prepare breakfast for dozens of soldiers, then I must be left alone.
I don't work for the troops that took over the cathedral. You part of the original staff?
I've been the chef here for 8 years. Yes, the Templars were civilized. They paid me and they let me leave the compound.
I'm no friend of your new bosses. Maybe you can help me out.
Fine. There's only one terminal. Go up the 3 flights of stairs just outside the kitchen. Turn left, go down 2 flights, go forward up more stairs, and turn right. You cannot miss it.
What was that again?
I have helped you enough. I do not need a bullet in the head. Now go.
A bullet in the head.
I love his dialogue.
They will kill me if I talk to anyone. This is my life. A chef in the basement of a kennel. I'm not allowed to leave. If they want a hamburger, why not go to an American hamburger franchise? The Templars were bankers and the noblesse. That is my proper element. The recipes the soldiers request require less than 5% of my intellectual capacity. Please, go about your business.
At least it makes your job easier.
Please, go about your business.
So that's pretty much the civilized manner in which the Majestic 12 troops just operate as, I suppose.
What?
They only want hamburgers and fries.
That's why they joined up.
Yep.
Who's there?
Sergeant, is that you?
You know it's not. And yet you assume that's the thing. That's the first thing that comes to your mind.
Sarge.
Please, go about your business.
Sorry. Yeah, so there wasn't really anything down there. Just some stuff. You will find some more soldiers around, out and about. Around this area though, so...
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Crap, I went the wrong way. Anyway, the terminal that he's referring to, if I can remember it, 1, 2, or is this up 3 flights of stairs, so that's 1, 2, 3, turn left, down a flight of stairs, turn right, go down 2 flights of stairs, and then turn left, I think it was, which is here, but I don't have the keypad for that. There is a terminal in there, and that's also where the gold's been stored. But for now, yeah. What's this? Oh yeah. Okay. Don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around. She's gonna turn around. Fuck.
Complication. Contact here.
She sidesteps into the wall.
She just knew it. Gimme, gimme.
I saw something. You cannot be.
I hate you. Are you kidding me? Go away.
Bad. You cannot be. Terminating case file.
Well, she wasn't having any of that. She was not taking that abuse.
Yeah, I don't like you.
Really? I thought you were getting a
There he is.
Wow.
I think she's going to take more than just that one initial hit there.
No, she's not. It's just that every time I do, she turns round right at the last freaking minute.
Well, yeah, I guess.
You watch now. She's going to fucking turn around again. See? I knew it. Oi.
There he is.
Oh, okay. Alright, I guess you're right. There you go.
Hey!
Just had to use the strength mod. Cathedral main door key again? Ah, here we go. You are entrusted with the key to Sidon's vault, 1942. You are entrusted with the key of the Fountain of Wisdom, 002. You are entrusted with the number and the secret 34501 08711. You will guard all these things with life and soul, and do your duty so that the fourth secret may find a place in your heart. 12. Adapt 34501, Order of the Night Sky, 3rd rank. Those who rule in majesty, the 12, have set you to watch over this place and record all that may happen, so we may benefit from your observations, as you may benefit from our wisdom. Okay. Stealth pistol. I think the 12 seats refer to Knights of the Round Table. There were 12 seats, 12 knights.
Yeah. I thought of them when I thought of the Templar.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mention it.
I think that's the same thing, to be honest.
Yeah, I think, basically. Crusaders and shit in it.
Okay, so that's going to require 2 lockpicks, which I cannot remember why. But as you can see, it was 90%, so it'll do the... Oh, sorry, not 80%, it'll do 75%. Let me see.
Sure.
Aim for the head. That got him.
I thought it was coming from the top.
Well.
Yeah. So that just happened.
That did happen. Now, be sure not to have it happen again.
Can't promise you that.
I don't expect you to.
Nor do I want to.
Don't you break my heart again.
Don't go breaking my heart. I don't know. I think this just leads outside. I'm gonna feel dumb if I could have broken that door before. No, because it would have broke. So you definitely can't break that one, but the other one that looks like a fat steel bronze door or whatever, no, that's just easily breakable, of course.
It's not made of metal. It's made of
1942.
cheap balsa wood, really.
1942. I can't remember if there's been something symbolic about that number. Maybe it's the year that they hit the gold. It did mention something about World War II and the Knights Templar. I don't know. No.
Yeah, fucking.
I've got nowhere near enough skills for the electronics though, so it's gonna have to be 2. It's fine.
The gold. Wonderful. My people will take control when you move out. I believe you know Chad. I've given him control of an NSF platoon on loan to me from America.
Oh, really?
America? JC knows where that is.
Yeah, it's a big place. Did you know? Can't remember if there was a password or not. I think there is, but again, I don't really have it, so whatever. Turn off the cameras. Hey, look, all the cameras are on this time. Yeah.
This hoard dates back to when the Templars managed the French treasury for Philip the Fair. They moved it here from the temple in Paris after the crackdown of 1307. The Nazis boxed it up for shipment to Berlin, but had to abandon the cathedral during the evacuation.
I see.
Those damn
and I'm guessing that happened in 1942. I mean, it would make sense. Probably that's why the password is. But again, that's a bit of a weak password then.
It's like naming the password after your cat or something.
Yeah. Or your birthday. So we have ambrosia containers here, which makes one wonder. Ooh, these gold bars. A couple of those would definitely set you right. I know.
That'd
What's
be weird
Chad
if you
gonna do?
it.
Have you seen? I mean, he said he's gonna have Chad come by and with a group of NSF. I mean, what are they gonna do?
Dunno.
They're just men. Do you know how heavy gold is?
I was gonna say, what would be funny is that if you stole all that gold and the game just turns into like a business tycoon.
Alright.
Just like building property and profits.
Fair enough. 0022, I think. Yep. Gotta get rid of that.
Yes, obey your new masters. Come to me.
I know for a fact that when I start to fight Gunther, it's gonna have to be on a separate part because it's gonna take a while for me to do that. I'm pretty sure you'd want to see the fails that goes along with it. Oh, cool. Yeah. Alright then. Hey, get down there. Okay, there are some EMP grenades right there. I grabbed that. See, I can't afford to have like any explosions like that happen to me because it'll drain all my bioelectric. Crap. There you go. And Gunther is in this room, which we will have to deal with. So this is going to be tricky. But it can be done. You can knock Gunther out.
And by golly, you're going to try.
I shall. In the next part. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.